This video is sponsored by Casio Malaysia.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Shirley and welcome back to my channel. Do you know the difference between original and fake Casio calculator? A genuine Casio calculator is obviously of high quality. The hard case slides on easily and the edge around the calculator is curved and smooth. Most importantly, the buttons are more sensitive when you press it and all the functions are working properly as expected. You don't want to risk getting the wrong answers for your exam, right? In this video, I'll be teaching you on how to solve questions using Casio calculator for additional mathematics. As for the materials, I've inserted the link in the description below. You may download it and print it out for your own self-practice if you want to. For those who still haven't gotten this calculator yet, don't fret. You may still learn from this video. At the end of this video, if you wish to buy this calculator, I will show you how to buy it from Shopee Casio official store. Alright, let's get started.
In this video, you will learn how to find vector and unit vector. I will show you an example and how to solve problems involving vectors by using SPM past year exam question from year 2012 and year 2013. I will also show you how to use the Casio calculator to get your answer fast and accurate. Okay, let's look at this example. Given that PQRS is a parallelogram and QR is equals to 2i plus 3j and RS is negative 2i minus 2j. Find PR and find the unit vector in the direction of PQ. So first I'm going to sketch a parallelogram. Okay, let's say this is P, Q, R and S. Okay, so what vector is given? QR. So QR is here, same as here, okay, which is 2i plus 3j. And then RS is here, okay, which is negative 2i minus 2j. Okay, and same as this. Okay, and this is 2i plus 3j. Okay, this is negative, yeah? Okay, so now they want you to find the vector of PR. So where's PR? PR is here. Okay, so to find the vector of PR, I'm actually have to use PS, which is here. Okay, PS, then plus SR. Okay, plus SR, yeah? So which means that this one, the negative 2i minus 2j, later I have to change to the opposite sign or put a negative at the side. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the working to find vector PR. So PR is actually PS plus SR. Okay, so PS is actually the same as QR. Okay, then the SR, I'm going to change it to the negative. So put negative in front. So minus, okay, minus RS, okay. So PQR is 2i plus 3j, and then minus RS is negative 2i minus 2j. Okay, so now we rearrange it, 2i plus 2i plus 3j plus 2j. Okay, so we get our answer 4i plus 5j. Okay, so this is the answer for A. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to use the Casio Classwiz calculator to get the answer for vector PR. Okay, let's say, okay, this is A, vector A, and this is vector B. Okay, so you go to menu and you press right until you can see vector, which is number 5, press 5, and then you're going to define vector A and vector B. So let's say vector A is QR and vector B is RS. Okay, so define vector A first, press 1, so dimension is 2. So vector A is 2i plus 3j, so it's 2 equals and then 3 then equals. Okay, so now we go to define vector B, so go to option and then define vector, which is 1, and then vector B is 2, so dimension is 2. Okay, so you key in negative 2i, negative 2j, so negative 2 and negative 2. 2 equals, then negative 2 equals, okay? Then after that, you're going to calculate the vector. So go to option, okay, vector calculation, which is number 3. Okay, so then you go to option again. Okay, so you're going to use vector A minus vector B. So 3, okay, then minus vector B, so option 4, okay, then equals. So you get 4, 5. So that is the answer. Okay, so now we're going to solve for unit vector in the direction of PQ, which is question B, okay? So I need more space, so I'm going to erase this answer. Okay, but in exam you don't erase, huh? Okay, so we're going to continue, okay? Continue with B, okay? So you're going to find what is vector PQ first. So vector PQ is actually negative of RS, okay? Negative of RS, okay? Which is negative of, so RS is what? Negative 2i minus 2j, right? Okay, so this one will be positive 2i plus 2j, okay? So now we're going to find what is the unit vector in the direction of PQ, okay? So your unit vector, okay, is equals to, so the vector PQ on top and then the magnitude PQ at the bottom, okay? So vector PQ is 2i plus 2j, then over 2 square plus 2 square, and then you square root, okay? This is how we find the magnitude. So equals to, so we factorize the 2 out. So the bottom will be cert 8, okay? So this cert 8, we can actually take out the 2, so this is square root 4, okay, which is 4 times 2, okay? I do step by step. Then after that, I continue here. So 2i plus j, then over. So we can actually take out the square root 4, which is the cert 4, and then there's a cert 2, okay? So cert 4 is actually equivalent to 2, which means we can cancel out this 2, okay? So we will get I, okay, which is actually 1 over cert 2i, then plus 1 over cert 2j. And this is the answer for unit vector. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to use the Casio Classwiz calculator to calculate unit vector. Okay, so just now, our vector B that we defined in the calculator, so our vector B is actually RS. Okay, so now our PQ is negative RS, which means that we're going to use negative vector B to find unit vector. Okay, so you go to option. Okay, so you see here, then you go down, you see unit vector number 4. Okay, you press number 4. Okay, so you want to find unit vector of negative RS, which is negative B. So you're going to use, okay, negative, you press negative first, and then you go to vector B. So option, vector B is number 4. Okay, can you see or not? Unit vector of negative vector B. So you press equals, then you get 0.7071 for the top and bottom, okay? Which means that the coefficient for I is 0.7071, and the coefficient for J is also 0.7071, which is 1 over cert 2, okay? Let's double confirm whether 1 over cert 2 is it 0.7071, okay? So now we got to reset our calculator. So you go to Shift 9, initialize all, press 3, and then press equals, and then go to AC. So now your calculator is back to normal. Okay, let's calculate what is the value of 1 over cert 2. Okay, so this is 1 over cert 2, which is equals to, okay, so you press SD to change to decimal, so 0.7071, okay, which is the coefficient for I and J. So this is to confirm that our unit vector in the direction of PQ is correct. Let's look at SPM 2012 paper 2. It is given that AB is equals to negative 3i plus 2j. So I'm going to highlight it. Okay, and AC is negative 7i plus 5j. So find vector BC, okay, and then find the unit vector. Okay, so let's find, okay, I'm going to teach you how to do it in a manual way, and then later we're going to double check with the Casio Classwiz calculator, okay? So for A1, okay, to find vector BC, okay, is actually BA plus AC, okay? you see these two, A and A the same, right? It's like a bridge that joins from B to C. Okay? So let's continue. So BA is the opposite of AB, which is you're going to put a negative in front. So negative AB. Okay, then plus AC. This one we don't change, remain unchanged. Okay? So equals to negative of negative 3I plus 2J, and then plus negative 7I plus 5J. Okay, so equals, so this is 3I, then minus 7I, then minus 2J, then plus 5J. So equals, so this will be negative 4I, then plus 3J. Okay, this is our answer for BC. Now I'm going to teach you how to use the Casio Classwiz calculator to double check your answer for vector BC. Okay, let's say this is vector A and this is vector B. Okay, so I'm going to use this second step, which is negative vector A plus vector B. Okay, let's go to your calculator. So go to menu. Okay, then press right until you can see vector, which is number 5. Okay, so you're going to define vector A and B. Okay, number 1 and 2. So we're going to define vector A first. So press 1. Okay, dimension is 2. So it's negative 3, 2. So negative 3 equals and 2. Okay, we look at the coefficients. Equals. Okay, now we define vector B. Go to option. Okay, so define vector, which is 1, and then vector B is 2. Okay, dimension is 2. So it's a negative 7, 5. So negative 7, then equals, and then 5, then equals. Okay, so now we're going to calculate. So go to option. Vector calculation is number 3. Okay, number 3. So I'm going to press a negative vector A plus B, right? So negative, and then go to, okay, vector A is 3. Then after that plus vector B, right? So go to option. Vector B is 4. Okay, so negative vector A plus vector B. So it's equals to negative 4, 3. Okay, so which means that our answer is correct. Negative 4I plus 3J. Okay, now let's solve for question A2, which is find the unit vector in the direction of BC. So we're going to use BC. Okay, let me clear this. Okay, so for question A2, so our BC that we gotten just now was negative 4I plus 3J. Okay, so to find the unit vector, we're going to use unit, this is a vector BC over magnitude of BC. Okay, so it's equals to negative 4I plus 3J, then over negative 4 whole thing square plus 3 square, and then you square root it. Okay, so this is the magnitude. Then this is negative 4I plus 3J. So the bottom will be 16 plus 9 is 25. Okay, so 25. Okay, which is equals to 5. So which means that the answer is negative 4 over 5I, then plus 3 over 5J. Okay, so this is the answer for unit vector in the direction of BC. Now I'm going to teach you how to use the Casio Classwiz calculator to get unit vector for vector BC. Okay, so in the direction of BC. So just now we got vector A and vector B, right? We defined. So I'm going to take this, okay, this one as vector C. Okay, so let's define vector C in the calculator. So you go to option, then define vector, which is number 1. Okay, vector C, which is 3. So dimension is 2. So it's negative 4, 3. So negative 4, then equals, and then 3, then equals. Okay, so to find the unit vector, so option, vector calculation, 3, and then, okay, you go to option, then you go down, you can see unit vector, which is 4. Okay, go to 4. So unit vector of vector C, right? So you go to option, vector C is number 5. Okay, so unit vector of vector C, then you press equals. So you get negative 0.8, which is this one. This is negative 0.8. Okay, then you press the bottom one is 0.6. Okay, so this is 0.6. Okay, so if you're not sure, you want to calculate whether the decimal is the fraction or not, so you clear everything in the calculator. So press shift, reset. Number 9, initialize all, press 3, and then press equals, which is yes, and then go to AC. Okay, let's calculate. So let's see, 4 over 5 is 0.8. So 4 divided by 5, then equals, you press SD, so you get 0.8, okay, which means that our coefficient for I is correct. And then now we calculate 3 over 5. Okay, 3 divided by 5, so we get 3 over 5, we press SD, 0.6, which means that our unit vector answer is correct. Okay, let's look at question B. Given AD is equals to PI minus 15J, where P is a constant. Okay, let me highlight this first. Okay, where P is a constant and AD is parallel to BC, find the value of P. Okay, so let me erase this. Okay, they say AD is parallel to BC. So for question B, so since AD is parallel to BC, okay, maybe different length, but they are parallel. Okay, so AD is equals to K is how many times is longer or shorter than BC. So we put a K there. Okay, it's a constant value. So AD is given in the question, which is PI minus 15J. So I write it here, PI minus 15J, then equals, so K, so BC is, okay, just now we got the answer already from A2, right? Okay, which is negative 4, BC is A1, okay, negative 4I plus 3J, okay? So this is negative 4KI plus 3KJ. Okay, this one we bring down, PI minus 15J. Okay, so now we are going to compare the coefficients of the I, okay, which is this and this. So they are the same, okay? And then this one and this one the same. Okay. So let's compare. So 3K is equals to negative 15, right? So 3K is equals to negative 15. So K is negative 15 divided by 3 is negative 5. So this is the answer for K. And then the coefficient for I, which is P. So P is equals to negative 4K. So we can substitute the K value, which is negative 5, into here. So the answer is 20. This is the answer. Let's look at this question from SPM 2013, paper 1. Diagram below shows two vectors OA and OB on a Cartesian plane. So from here, we can actually get from the coordinate, we can get the vector of OA, okay, which is question A. So OA is here, okay, this line. So OA is equivalent to, so I write here, okay, OA is, so it goes to the right 5 units, and then it goes upwards, okay, 12 units. So which means that is 5I plus 12J, and this is the answer for OA, okay? Then for B, express AB, okay? We need to know what is OB. We can get it from the Cartesian plane, okay? OB is here, this one. So it goes to the left as much as negative 2, and then it goes up 2, okay? So for B, I write down what is OB first. Okay, so OB, vector OB is negative 3I plus 2J. Okay, so now we can find vector AB. So AB is equals to AO plus OB. Okay, so you see here, it's like a bridge that joins from A to B, okay? So what is a vector AO? So AO is negative of OA, right? Okay, so plus, so OB, okay, OB. So I can also rearrange it, okay, to become OB minus OA. Okay, the negative belongs to OA. Okay, so now OB is negative 3I plus 2J, and then OA is 5I plus 12J. Okay, remember to put bracket so that you won't make careless mistakes. Yeah? So equals, so we gather all the i's together. Negative 3I minus 5I plus 2J minus 12J. So equals negative 8I and then minus 10J. Okay, but they want your answer to be in the form of, in bracket. Okay, so it's like a matrix form, right, in bracket. So which means that the answer is -8 on top and -10 at the bottom. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, now I'm going to teach you how to double check your answer for B using the Casio Classwiz calculator. Okay, so now I'm going to define my vector. Okay, let's say OA is vector A. Okay, and vector B will be OB. Okay, so and then after that we're going to find this AB. Yeah, so we're going to define vector A first. Go to menu. Okay, press right until you can see vector, which is number 5, and then you define vector A, which is number 1. So dimension is 2. Okay, so key in 5 and 12. So 5 equals, and then 12, then equals. Okay, so now we define vector B. Go to option, define, which is number 1, and then vector B is 2. Okay, so dimension is 2. So -3, 2. Okay, so -3, then equals, and then 2, then equals. Okay, so you already defined vector A and vector B. So to find vector AB, okay, I'm going to use this one, this step, which is vector B minus vector A. Okay, so go to option, vector calculation is number 3. So go to option, so vector B, which is 4, then minus vector A, which is 3. Okay, then you press equals. So you will get -8 and -10. Okay, which means that your answer is 100% correct.
Okay, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching until the end, and I hope that you will benefit from this video, especially on how to use the Casio calculator to get your answers fast and accurate. If you have decided to buy this calculator, I will walk you through on how to buy it from Shopee.
First, you click on the Shopee link in the description below using your computer or mobile app. If you're using a computer, you will see this page. The price shown is based on the latest price, and it depends on when you click on the link. Sometimes the price can be lower and sometimes can be higher. You also get an exclusive free gift from Casio, which may also change from time to time. You also get free shipping, whereby the item will be sent directly to your house. Just make sure that you buy from Casio.os, which is Casio official store, to avoid any counterfeits.
Oh yeah! Don't forget to use the discount vouchers from Shopee, yeah? Till we meet again in the next video. Bye!